Hey guys and girls and everyone on YouTube, what am I doing here? Well, I've got a couple of clips, I've got a good battery here, and I've got my canopy for my Ford Ranger, which will be ending up getting plugged into that over there. But first, what I need to do, what I didn't have was some sort of probe, testing probe, 12 volts, so this is what I've made up quickly. So wiring's here for some reason. I've got no idea why it's here. If anyone has a wiring diagram for one of these things, leave it in the comments. But by then I'll probably have wired it, which is sad but true. Okay, I've got this two little magnets out of I think they came out of a Mac. I've got a lot of neodymium magnets here, a hell of a lot. So I hooked up to that wire there. Is my brake light. So that is my absolute brake light that no one told me about in this, what model is this? SMM. It's got silver on it. This one has, it's got two silvers. That one's got two silvers, so you're not going to be able to work it out unless you've wired it out. So that one is it from my brake light. So I will tag that and we'll get back to it. So I'll just tape that, and I will probably put a double mark with the black marker pen further up, just in case that tape comes off. And that gives me an idea what it is. I guess that this comes loose and then they come down into there, but I'm not 100% sure. I actually asked the Ford dealer, and of course, good old Ford couldn't give me an answer. Not that they didn't want to help me, they just didn't really know. So I used some glue up here, which is a metal glue, to glue that back on, and that's my negative there. So what's the negative on this thing? There's actually a yellow wire there, and this is another yellow wire with a red wire on it. Left out wire to the chassis, which makes sense, of course, and so it only has yellow. So I bought this from AliExpress. It has got a cut. Sorry about the blood on me. I cut myself where I was pulling the wires off, so I'm going to replace it with that. It's going to look better. It's got a little switch on it. Nowhere near as big as that, but it's for caravanning, so maybe, just maybe, we'll get that in there today. I don't like the wiring on this. It's too small, so I'm going to try and get it bigger. I've got more wire here, so I'm thinking of rewiring this. I've got a battery problem down the shed at the moment because it's pretty dark and I'm recharging the battery. Here we go. We've got a yellow wire running the switch, a black wire to the center, which goes out, which is your earth. I don't know why the earth wire is hooked up there. I don't know who's wired this actually, because it's not, doesn't seem to comply with anything that I know. So straight away, you've got a resistor down here, 16 ohm resistor, a couple other resistors in here. But this running to there and another wire over here, so you're going to be putting a positive voltage on here. This should, okay, so I've just taken this out. It's got a red wire which didn't really work. I don't know why the red wire wasn't working. It should have worked. And an earth, and there, it was earthed up the top, so it should have switched on anyway. And a blue wire. So I've decided to go the blue wire. And I'm going to see if the blue wire runs all the way up and to the battery, and then I will start running this plug here from where we've got our roll bar and see if we can get it. All I did was I went and picked up some of this stuff. I got it from Bunnings in Australia, but I'm sure you'll find something. It's just trailer wire. It's got 7 wires. It's a bit overkill. Actually 5 wires in this one. Bit overkill. We only need 4. But hey, we'll try it. Major problem was that little clip thing wasn't long enough to go into the spot. Okay, so in this case I've rewired this a little bit. All I've done is I've added an extra wire to the earth, and the earth on this with the yellow, so I took that off the switch and I add it together to give it a bit more power, and it just goes to the main switch. So it's switching an earth, it's not switching the power because the wires are too light. And I've put 2 wires onto the center with the power. Now that's not going to affect anything. If you hook it up wrong, it's actually just not going to go through the diodes. So that's all I've got to do. I've just got to wire it up to here. 2 neodymium magnets for the wind to hold that. So it's holding this. So magnets hold everything. Okay, so I've plugged that in over there, and I've hooked this up from the trailer wiring, and in this instance, these 2 wires here, they are for the brake light. So these are my brake light wiring off a Ford Ranger. So if you look there, you can see there's a red wire with the black. So that's that one. This one doesn't have, well, it does have red wire with the black, but you just have to work those 2 out. This one's got a purple wire. That is for your lighting in the center. So I have a light there. I've actually already tested it, and it works fine at night. Normally a good time to test these things. Oh, there you go. Okay, so you got the lights on, and the lights on in the front of the car. So it gives me light in the back. Once I lock the car, it'll turn off. So that won't go all the time. Or you can just switch the switch off, and the switch will control it. It's a bit loose, but it's just turned off the main lights anyway there. So I've run it through these 2 brackets on the side, and I've run it down to the back, and the wiring there is pretty much what I showed you before. So the red wires, the blue wire wasn't working, so I went with the red wire. This wire here, you see the yellow and the red, that goes to this. Now it doesn't need an earth because the other side is earthed out. So that's pretty much it. So what do you think, guys and girls? If you got a problem with one of these things, the only thing I haven't found is some clips to clip them up to the back of here. So that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to find something that clips up into here and locks it up. Could probably put some screws through it, but I don't really want to put metal screws through it if I can help it. That is an option. But if anyone knows of a plastic solution to lock that into there, just to clip it over the top, even you could use pegs, but I don't want pegs. I want something that looks nice. Anyway, if you can think of that, get on to me. If you're interested in the channel, please subscribe. I'm in it for the subs and likes. I'm not in it to rip people off. In it to help other people fix problems that they have. All right, I'll catch you on the next one.